Okay, so it's been a while. I haven't made a video for a couple of weeks, which is not like me. I always try and make sure that I'm putting out at least 2 videos every week. But lots been going on. We've just come out of lockdown where I live, down in Victoria, Melbourne. We've been in lockdown for like 4 months. Hasn't been fun, sucks, but it's really good to be back out. And I'm celebrating by going to the tip. I'm gonna get rid of all this rubbish and I gotta pick some stuff up from the hardware store. But I thought I'm gonna bring you guys along because I miss you. Now, I haven't done anything for a little while and I'll put this video out, but when we get back, I'm going to show you what I've been doing with that CO2 tank. A lot of people have been asking a lot of questions. It's getting a lot of views by my standards, at least anyway. So it's a pretty cool little video, and it's definitely a very cool product. Really happy with it so far. I'm shaking around a lot because I can't do much about that because I drive a ute and the roads are bumpy. Yeah, it's a really cool little product, or big product, sort of. But I moved it to a different tank, and I bought some different plants. I'm gonna finish that Scape with you guys when we get back, and get this tank completely set, ready for its new inhabitants. So I'm excited to share that with you. Also, in the next day or two, I'm gonna give you a full update on the bamboo jungle, sort of it's not really an iwagumi, but it's a carpeted Monte Carlo tank with the bamboo sticks. I've done some trickery in prepping that. I bought a little bit more Monte Carlo to sort of speed things up. So I'll give you guys an update on that because it's not too far away that we'll be able to flood that tank. And I can go through what we're gonna do with that tank too. So let's get to the tip, bounce around, get this stuff out, grab some stuff from the hardware store, grab something sneaky for lunch, and go back and do some fish stuff. So, time to suit up, I suppose. It's not cheap to go to the tip down under. Looks like everyone's going to the tip today. Good morning, how are you?
Good. So we got bottles?
Yeah, it's pretty much general, but there's a bike in there, so it's about half a thing, and then I was going to put the bike with you guys.
Not stopping today.
No, it's busy.
I won't stop going.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya. So that was pretty good. They're pretty fair down here. Sometimes it costs you $100 for a ute load, but when they have a little look and see that it's not totally packed, and half of mine is just a bike, $40. I'm happy with that. I'll show you this quickly. Switch around here. There. You can see that. That's the treasure chest. I might be blocked out a bit. Basically, they pull a lot of the stuff from the tip out of here that they think is still worth something to someone, and you can go in there and buy it. So you can buy lots of fish tanks for bugger all. Thanks, guys.
Enjoy your day.
Woo. It's hard doing stuff with a mask on. Probably don't have to tell any of you that. Tip's done. Now we go to the hardware store.
Story about the right and the wrong, often way past gone, cause it's been too long. Your eye contact has lost all meaning, and it probably looks like I'm daydreaming. But that's okay, and don't be bored. We'll just ignore and talk some more. But that's okay, and don't be bored. You'll just ignore and talk some. When my words refuse to function, every time I hear you speak. When my mind
So we are here, we're at Bunnings, the hardware store, and I'm gonna run in, I'm just gonna grab the stuff, I'm gonna put it in the back, and we'll get back. I'll take you with me, but people will look at me and go, why is the guy filming himself picking up mulch? All right, let's find some mulch and dirt and get out of here. Got my beard on the side of the mask. Now we just need some topsoil. I found it. Doesn't get cheaper than that. Done. Let's get back to the car. All right, we've got everything we need. Let's head back. All right, so I ran out of time coming back, so here we are today. I'm gonna show you the Aqua EL 10 litre shrimp setup. This tank was given to me by Nano Tanks Australia and a whole bunch of tools to do my own scape with it. We did that. We had a few little issues setting it up. So now we're in round 2. I've redone everything and I've added some CO2. I'm loving this tank. It looks fantastic. It would look really, really good in the study or in a space where you don't have enough room for a fish tank, but you really want one. So if you really want to get one of these, definitely go to Nano Tanks Australia, get one online, tell them Aqua sent you, and I'm sure Dave will look after you. Now I know a lot of you are saying CO2 with a shrimp tank, that's not going to be the best idea. What I've done with the CO2 is I've used it now to get all the plants nice and truly established before we get ready to add the shrimp. I'm really happy with this scape. We've got the green Rotella, we have an Anubias, we have a baby crypt over here, and we have some hair grass growing through the tank, and we've got some different substrates going on with some crushed coral sand, crushed rocks, and that big piece of driftwood in the middle. Really happy with the way this one's turning out, and I really can't wait to add the shrimp. I'm gonna give it a couple more weeks, make sure everything's gonna work perfectly, and then I'm gonna add some red crystal shrimp. I've always wanted to keep red crystal shrimp. I've kept one before who was fine for a little while and then passed away. So I needed to make sure that I was getting more calcium in the water. So that's why I put that crushed coral sand in there to try and give me the right parameters for the shrimp to thrive. To answer the question that a lot of people have been asking me, how is the CO2 going? That's a bioscape CO2 generator, basically a DIY CO2 setup. I am loving it. We had it on the Iwagumi over here for a little while. I didn't really need it, to be honest. Everything was going so well in there. It was hard to sort of gauge. That Monte Carlo had grown in perfectly. So I thought, why not use it on a tank that I'm sort of struggling with plants? Hence the shrimp setup. Since I've added the CO2, I have not lost a single plant. Everything is looking fantastic. Some of the hard to grow plants that I've had trouble with in the past, like the hair grass that just doesn't quite make it, is really having a good time in there. So there you have it. I hope you guys really like the tank. Let me know what you think of the Scape, and let me know what you think about CO2 and whether you use it at home. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because there's plenty more where that came from. We're doing 2 videos every week, and we're starting to do a little bit of a flashback through some of the older videos that I know all the new audience members will love. Until then, if you get new fish or shrimp, make sure you acclimate them first. I'm Josh from Aqua. I'll see you soon.